Hi, friends. All right, so it's taken me a while to be able to do this one. But if you're in my world, you know that I lost my pup in May, and it was just his time, and it was really hard. And I'd been wanting to write a blog post in tribute to him. I sketched it out in my journal, and then I just couldn't bring myself to type it up until now. So that'll be coming soon. But I wanted to share some thoughts on, I think the best way I can put it is just the special kind of grief we feel when we lose a pet. So I started the blog post with a quote from Erica Jong, and this is the beginning of the quote. There's more to it, but dogs come into our lives to teach us about love. They depart to teach us about loss. So they don't have the same lifetime as us, and so it's quite possible that we're going to love many dogs over the course of our lifetimes. And I think when you lose anyone, but I think in the case of losing a dog or a pet, there's some guilt, right? Could I have been there more for him? I had been on a retreat the weekend before, and what if I hadn't gone on the retreat? In his case, we made the decision to humanely euthanize him, and part of me wonders, like, did we give up on him even though I knew his quality of life was so diminished and we couldn't keep him safe? So a lot of that goes through my mind, but I think at this point, with several weeks having passed, I can look at photos from him, I can type up the post, and I can smile from the happy memories of him just wanting to stay in bed with me all day, or squeezing into this ridiculously tiny chair, or his love, like absolute love of dairy products like sour cream, milk, you name it. And just the way he loved his daddy, the way he loved my husband, they just had such a special bond. The way he loved everybody, like with the rough start that he had to his life, with the health issues that he had, he really, really, really loved everybody. And I remember when we took him in, and the vet said, there's going to be 2 injections. One is going to sedate him and make sure he's calm and comfortable. And then the second one's going to stop his heart. And I truly didn't think it was possible for anything to stop his giant heart. I mean, of course, defying all scientific logic. But of course, the injection did what it was meant to do, and he passed peacefully, and I hope that he knew how much we loved him. The day that he passed, I had gone out for a drive, and I ended up going to this little convenience store in town to pick up a few things, and the song Hey Ya by Outkast came on, and that's significant because I used to sing that to my bulldog, who was like my soul dog, and we lost her in 2013, and I hadn't heard that song in years. So the fact that that came on, I don't know, I view it as a sign. Like, she was looking over him. She was my fierce protector, and now she's protecting him, and they're playing together and loving each other. So time, I think, does something interesting with the grieving process, because you become accustomed to not having that being there with you, and the fond and happy memories become more accessible. That said, if I see a dog like with a toy in his mouth, or doing something that makes me think about my pup, about either of any of the dogs that I've loved, my heart still hurts a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to share this post like as a tribute to him, to preserve my memories, but also in support of anyone who's been through this. Because if you've been through this, it sucks. But the thing I would say is don't let it prevent you from loving again. Like, I'm not quite ready for another pup, but I know someday I will be. I'll know when that moment is right. The blog post will be coming soon on my website, jenjortnercassidy.com. For now, if you have a pup, give them a big hug and kiss for me. Thanks for listening.